What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about XCAD. XCAD Network is pushing the watch to earn revolution. But the partnerships that they've built with YouTubers is pretty damn good. And I think this is one where if they can onboard YouTube viewers, this can do a really strong run because it's quite similar in many ways to Theta. And Theta obviously in this past year had a really strong bull cycle. And I'm quite positive about XCAD actually, and the token economics are pretty good, so I'm going to run through that. Also, there's some news from FTX. It looks like they've recovered a lot of assets. It's been reported on all mainstream media, so we'll take a look at what's going on there too. Before I get into it though, guys, if you are new to this channel, these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. They're also the ones that I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and then just did everything wrong as an investor and ignored them for 2 straight years, even doing everything wrong, still be a profit for around 8 grand. And that's doing everything wrong. But if you just sold these coins last year like I did when the markets were, well, 2021 now I guess, when the markets were rocketing up, $100 into each would have netted you a profit of 123 grand from a $2,600 investment, which is pretty goddamn good. Now, as I said, sold all these. If you want to see my current portfolio, you can go to copymycrypto.com, and there I share every coin I own, every one I buy, every one I sell. I release videos on a daily basis talking about the markets. I have tutorials set up so that anyone that's brand new to crypto can use these to get started. They're the same ones that I would send friends and family and have sent friends and family. And then on top of that, guys, we have a huge history of success on not only the channel but the site, not least of which is obviously Phantom. Phantom was a Udemy course that I actually released where I said this was going to 100x or more, and it ended up doing 677 times gain. So if you'd have put in a grand, obviously you'd have been able to buy a very nice house, but 2 grand would have netted you 1.3 million. Now I will find another Phantom. That's what I'm always looking for, always deep diving into these coins. And when I do, I'm going to go onto my site, I'm going to tell the members about the coin, I'm going to tell them what gains I think it can have and what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And from there they can copy, make the same gains. And if that interests you, where you want to take the work out of it for yourself and just copy along, you can do that. All you have to do is go to the site. And remember, guys, anything you read on there, you can verify yourself on the history of the YouTube channel. Right, XCAD. Market cap is 37 million, so it's very, very low. Built on Zilliqa. Zilliqa keeps going from strength to strength, really, with the projects that they're doing. And only about 18% of the supply is currently out, according to CoinMarketCap. Although when we can check Explorers and have a little look. Although they're everywhere. But XCAD, as you can see, contracts are Zilliqa, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Metis Andromeda. So a lot of different contracts there. But I'll take a look at that in a sec. But to be fair, CoinGecko have really started introducing quite a nice thing here, which is token economics. So you can see the breakdown of XCAD and the supply schedule. So the supply schedule is that all tokens, the 200 million, will be out by the 6th of April 2025. So right now we're at what? January of 2023. So when we take a look, we should be knocking around 100 million tokens that are in circulation now. So I can have a double check and see if that's still the case, and I will do. But all tokens to be out by 2025, which either is the back end of the bull cycle or has finished. Now, in spite of the fact that obviously that's going to be a huge amount of tokens coming to the market if the 35 million is apparently accurate, I still think this can do a lot. Let's just take a quick look, see if there's anything. See if any of these actually say the outright circulating supply. It's the pain in the neck of these. Coin market cap, not great. Well, let's see if CoinGecko have got it more accurate. Circulating supply 35. Okay, so they're saying 35 as well. 190, yeah, that's rubbish. Holders, token transfers. Again, we're not really seeing anything in terms of the circulating. I don't think we are, to be fair, guys. Yeah, I don't think we are. We'll check the home. But anyway, what I like about this is, look, it's a perfect way, it's a perfect methodology to engage users. You know, XCAD have partnered with big YouTubers to really bring, try and bring their platform to life. You know, you can see who have joined. You've got YouTubers with huge followings, Mr. Indian Hacker, you know, all of these all have very nice amounts of followers. Now, if you can bring those users to the platform, you've got a hell of a shot of really growing this platform. And they've created it with the mindset of getting people to earn money by watching. So it's pioneering the watch to earn revolution. It allows YouTubers to create, it enables fans, to earn creator token rewards for watching their favorite creator. So all these creators can create their own tokens and as a result earn rewards. I think I just saw Thogden there, did I? Did I see Thogden? So obviously we've seen a huge array of sort of niches, let's say, or fads, you can call them fads, over the past bull cycle or over the past couple of years, with play to earn, move to earn, and now watch to earn. And the premise is pretty simple. You know, go watch the people you would normally watch, but watch them here and earn for doing it. And you YouTubers, as a result, can earn additional money. And they're pointing out, look, YouTubers struggle to grow in a space where YouTube's absolutely just rampant with creators. And you don't really connect with fans via YouTube in the way that you can with XCAD. So XCAD differentiates itself from, you know, your sort of standard streaming service, which is YouTube. And point out the whole premise is about bridging the gap between fans and creators. So there's no reward for loyalty. There's no way to get closer or to really get your voice heard by the creators of the content on your sort of standard YouTube. This again is why XCAD have created what they have, and it's basically a roadmap for YouTubers to earn better money and for there to be a better value distribution between, you know, revenue. And as a premise, really sound. And you know, they've been pushing, you know, NFTs. They've been pushing their growth campaign. The CEO is constantly releasing information to the users of XCAD. So all of that bodes pretty damn well. You know, they've got the plugin that you can install, and as a result, that will allow you to sort of obviously utilize the XCAD network. I'm really intrigued by how this is going to grow. The query really is, how many users are they getting? And that's data that really does need to be shared. So XCAD, time to make history. Watch to earn is coming to the masses. It's live. Stake XCAD and BUSD to earn THE. There's no pre-sale for THE. This is the only way to obtain it. Yeah, so they are pushing. You know, Thenify. Now it's now a partnership with Thenify, an airdrop for our community members. Thena will go live today. Yeah, again, you know, so they really are trying to push in multiple different ways, which for me is, again, a really strong sign. But there's never they're never presenting data on users. So how many users are using the plugin? How many users are actually on the platform at any given time? What's the average amount of time people spend on the platform? All these things are relevant because they provide information and insight about how the platform is developing. And as I said, look, they've got a lot of things up and running. You can get the XCAD plugin on mobiles. You can get the XCAD plugin on your laptops or your computers. They're announcing partnerships with significant YouTubers at a reasonable rate as well. Long term, this has got a lot of potential because I can see users coming and I can see users engaging if they're going to earn. The issue for me fundamentally boils down to where are they at right now and how are they tracking, and how can we track the development in terms of user base, because the user base has to be high or it has to be growing month on month for this to really succeed. And if they can combine a few more big YouTubers, or if they can consistently build that YouTube base of these YouTubers with 10 million followers, 20 million, 100 million, whatever, then XCAD has a really real shot of growing very, very nicely, because fans of particular channels are generally loyal and they'll follow where those users or those creators suggest. So if they can build that YouTube base even more, and again, what I would suggest is you take a screenshot or something of the current, or note down the current YouTubers that are partners with XCAD and see how that changes month on month. Keep track of that, because if it is growing, if they are developing it, that's a really good sign. It would also be nice to see if XCAD would release some data to show how many users they currently have and how have they grown since their inception. How much has the bear cycle impacted them? Because all that data goes a long way towards showing what the likelihood of success for XCAD is. But in terms of price, I still think this can do pretty damn well. Remember, Theta at one point was like a $20 coin or something and ran up to a market cap of 20 billion. I'm not necessarily suggesting that XCAD can run to 20 billion, but it could certainly run to a couple billion. And if there's 200 million out of their full circulating supplies out in the next bull cycle, that would suggest $10. I think that would be very achievable. Realistically, if their circulating supply round the bull cycle is 150 million, say, rather than 200 million, then I'd be looking at sort of a $13 price point, a $14 price point. But it depends on the circulating supply, and while we can see the token economics of the project, we can't see the overall supply right now. So again, that's relevant. But I think this is one that should be able to bump up to at least $10, because I think user base should be there. But again, if they do not have consistent growth in user base, it won't happen. Or if they're not building strong, consistent partnerships with YouTubers, it won't happen, is my perspective. But what do you guys think? And does the NFT side of it intrigue you? It doesn't particularly me, which is why I've not covered it in this, but I know if you're getting NFTs based off of your favorite creators, I'm sure there's some appeal to people out there. So let me know what you think in the comments. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com. I share in real time anytime I buy or sell a coin. I have videos that come out on a daily basis talking about the markets, and tutorials set up for beginners, because we have a lot of beginners to crypto. But not just that, guys. We have a history of success on the channel. We have a history of success on the site. Phantom is obviously the big winner of that, but we had big wins all along 2021, and now is preparation time for the next bull cycle of sort of 2024. So we've got a sort of year to build your positions and get prepped. And when I find a coin like Phantom again, one that can 100x or one that can do those massive gains, whether it's 100x or more, I'm going to go onto my site, I'm going to tell my members about the coin, I'm going to tell them what gains I think it can do, and I'm going to tell them what percentage of my money I'm putting in there, and if they want to copy along, they can. And if that interests you and you want to just take the work out of it for yourself, then go to the site, and remember, anything you read there, you can verify yourself on the YouTube channel's history, guys. And last thing, FTX. So it was reported this morning, FTX collapsed crypto giant FTX have recovered over $5 billion of assets. So they have located $5 billion based on what an attorney of the firm said. However, a US bankruptcy court told on Wednesday that the extent of losses to customers is still not known. Prosecutors have accused SBF of orchestrating an epic fraud that may have cost investors, customers and lenders billions. He's also pled not guilty. And yeah, the attorney said, we've located over $5 billion of cash, liquid cryptocurrency and liquid investment securities. So potentially there's a positive there, in that maybe some people will be able to get funds back. I would make the argument it's probably unlikely, because the initial big investors are usually the ones that get their money back first. But that is good news, and when you combine that with the fact that recently they've said that at least for the next few months, FTX users' identities are going to remain private. Again, is a nice positive. I'm not sure, again, that's going to be the case forever. As always, I think, and as I've said for a very, very long time now, this is going to drag on for a while. We're not going to see SBF in court facing the charges anytime soon, and we're certainly not going to see the fallout of FTX finished anytime soon, because they were so entrenched in the market. So it's going to be a long drawn out process, and just if you are an FTX user, just keep on track of what's happening. And if you're in crypto and you're on an exchange, remember what happened with FTX. Don't leave your funds on exchanges, because you are putting your entire investments at risk. There is not a single cryptocurrency exchange out there that is immune from problems. All of them can go insolvent if you have bad actors that have real high positions of power. So do remember that, folks. And that's it from me. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.